WWE has avoided a big LA Knight mistake, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing exactly what they did with LA Knight. Yeah, and the megastar is really dialed in right now because if you know, LA Knight is slated to make a wrestling title defense. He's going to put the United States Championship on the line against Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania 41 because the megastar faces the greatest test yet as United States Championship when he defends it against the monstrous and the dominant Jacob Fatu. Since defeating Shinsuke Nakamura on the March 7th episode of SmackDown to win back the United States Championship, LA Knight patiently waited for someone to step up, step out, and challenge him for his United States Championship at WrestleMania 41. It took a mega number one contenders last man standing match between Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman to determine LA Knight's opponent at WrestleMania 41. And when the carnage stopped and the dust settled, it was Fatu who stood tall and declared himself the number one contender for the megastar. Now the big question is this: will LA Knight successfully defend the championship against Jacob Fatu, or will Jacob Fatu leave Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas as the new champion? Well, we're going to have to find out depending on when they book this match, either April 19th or April 20th, live on Peacock. Or if you're international, watch it on Netflix. Now, look, LA Knight is a guy that he's had ups and he's had downs in WWE, a lot of roller coaster type of emotions, not only for LA Knight, but LA Knight fans. Think about this. We have gone through it, y'all. If you're an LA Knight fan like myself, you've seen this timeline. You've seen the shift, the pivot, if you will, with LA Knight's booking for the longest time. And I am talking the longest time. We got to go back, hit the rewind button, go back to 2023, where he was feuding with Bray Wyatt at Royal Rumble. God awful match. He missed out on WrestleMania, and WWE, they really weren't doing much with him. Triple H did not know how to figure out LA Knight, and they had to finally get it dialed in. They listened to the fans, they saw the reaction, they heard the reaction, they saw the type of pop that this guy was getting, and it's like, okay, let's make this right. Keep in mind, at last year's WrestleMania 40, a groundbreaking event, LA Knight took on AJ Styles in a singles match. Now, the build up to that match, phenomenal. A lot of realistic type stuff, a lot of realistic type angles, and it was LA Knight going over the phenomenal one. Yeah. And now that we're in WrestleMania season mode, now that we're just literal days away from WrestleMania 41, I got myself thinking, LA Knight fans, they finally got it right. They finally got it right because LA Knight, as your United States champion, in his second reign as United States champion, they've actually done something correct with him. And it was the fact that they gave him a worthy contender. They gave him a worthy challenger. Okay? Take a step back. Let's do a little comparison drawing here. You look at his first run. What was he doing as United States champion? He was going out there every single week and holding open challenges, which is good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It does two things. Number one, it gets LA Knight on television and defending his championship every single week. And number two, it gives other talent a spotlight to shine. It gives them the opportunity to go out there and show management what they can do, and they can also win over fans. It gives them an opportunity in which they usually wouldn't get. So that worked, right? And you can do that occasionally in between feuds. The only problem was WWE wasn't doing that. They were just simply doing open challenges, and then they repeated matches. They repeated matches with him and Carmelo Hayes. They repeated matches with him and Andrade. And obviously, they booked the triple threat match out in Saudi, I believe, Crown Jewel, that year. Okay. And no one bought that these guys were worthy contenders, considering that LA Knight had just beaten them and that they couldn't even beat themselves or each other, rather, in the lead up to the match. And so that's why they had to book the triple threat. And so then you have him go and work with Shinsuke Nakamura, who had been off of television for months and in recent years had not been booked as a serious or even worthy contender for a championship. And so it's like, well, what are we doing? And then all of a sudden they broke the internet because they thought it would be a wise idea for Nakamura to get repackaged, win a squash match, get a championship opportunity, and then beat LA Knight for no reason. They obviously had, Knight beat Shinsuke in March, even though Nakamura really didn't defend the title that often. Don't really see much afterwards. It's a very questionable decision. But they're starting to get things right with LA Knight, and that's what I'm appreciative of. And I look at the fan base and I look at the feedback on social media and YouTube and all these different platforms, and I go, hey, you know what? I don't agree with what WWE has done in the past with LA Knight, but that certainly does not mean that they can't right the wrong of what they did with LA Knight. They right the wrong. And as fans, as wrestling fans, that is all that you can ask for. You literally just got to go and, hey, we know you screwed up in the past, WWE. We know you didn't get it right with the Megastar in the past, but that's okay. Right now, right then, we're doing it. We're doing things right. We're doing it by the book, and that's all you can ask for. And I'm very appreciative of WWE for doing that with the Megastar LA Knight. Now, here might be the bad news for LA Knight fans. We got WrestleMania coming up. We got LA Knight defending the United States Championship against Jacob Fatu. It's a mega match. It's a big match, right? Well, I'm sorry to say, I don't think LA Knight's walking out as the United States champion. And I would make the argument that I don't think that he should walk out as the United States champion because if you look at it like this, Jacob Fatu has been well protected in WWE. Jacob Fatu has been someone that has been pushed very strongly since making his arrival in WWE. Jacob Fatu is a guy that has a lot of untapped potential in WWE. He has barely scratched the surface. He's barely shown us what he's been able to do. I look at the first several months of his WWE tenure and I go, you know what? This is just scratching the surface of what LA Knight can do. So if I'm WWE, if I'm looking at the situation, I go, you know what? As much as we like LA Knight, as much as we appreciate what LA Knight has been able to do for us, I don't think it's necessarily the right call to say, hey, we need to have LA Knight, keep the championship over Jacob Fatu. I just think that would be a bad call, a bad case in point. All right. I just don't see why you would want to do that. Now, if you want to do some kind of, squash finish and try to extend this program, okay, but I don't even agree with that. I think you have to absolutely go and have, Jacob Fatu go out there, beat LA Knight, beat him cleanly. Okay. I don't want no squash finish in terms of, outside interference, and I'm sure they'll do that, but like I disagree with that. I think you have to go out there and you got to beat him. You got to beat him clean. You got to beat him right. You got to put Jacob. If you're going to put Jacob Fatu over, you might as well do it the right way and go all the way with a megastar. That's just my opinion. I'd like to know what y'all have to say down below. Hey, you thought we were done here? No, no, no. One quick thing. One quick thing. If you would, let me know your thoughts on this video. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What I get wrong? What I get right? I'd love to hear your voice down below. Thanks for watching, y'all.